Hey everybody, Six String Supplies. Today I'm going to show you how to install our solderless Jimmy Page wiring system. So your Page kit arrives in its posh box. It's nicely protected. It comes with a pre-wired Switchcraft jack socket. Just take this out and remove the packaging. It does also come, there's an optional toggle switch. I must stress this is optional. It's not necessary to get the switch to use the kit itself. Basically, if your switch has 4 separate wires like this, and most Gibsons typically do, I'll just zoom in a bit there. Gibson will actually, most stock Gibsons will have red, black, white and green rather than yellow. So if your switch has got 4 wires, that's all you need. This, we call it a solderless switch. It's not really a solderless switch, but this switch has been designed specifically for our solderless kit here. Before you order, you need to check your dimensions. Obviously the kit is a rigid printed circuit board. The dimensions are fixed. You need to ensure your dimensions are compatible. This is absolutely key. Obviously because it's fixed, you can't maneuver around. The dimensions are on the screen now. Again, they're on our website and these are provided before you purchase. As a basic guide, the kit fits genuine Gibson USA models. It has the same dimensions, and then it fits approximately, and this sounds really vague, but around 50% of Epiphone models. There's a lot more wider tolerances, shall we say, in a lot of the Epiphone models. Just make sure you check before you place your order. So in this video I'm fitting into an Epiphone, and if you are fitting into an Epiphone, you will need to remount the potentiometer holes to 3/8 diameter, which in metric speak is 9.52. Just round it up to 10, and then you simply follow the installation instructions, which we'll go through now. Okay, so I've put the harness inside the control cavity. We'll just move all these wires out of the way for now. Basically, where it says S Premium here, the branding, that's going down to the next to the jack socket cavity. So you've got your neck volume, neck tone, bridge volume, bridge tone. And as you can see, essentially what we're doing is putting the various wires from our pickups and switch and jack into these push fit terminal blocks. So all you actually need, I'm using just a little pointy type, this is a soldering tool, but you can just use a toothpick, your classic wooden toothpick from a restaurant, or a small mini screwdriver, anything of that sort. What we're doing is we're putting the various wires into the terminal blocks, following the instructions that are on the screen now. They're numbered on the instructions, but not on the actual kit itself. But just to give you a general overview, our bridge pickup is going into this terminal block here. The 5 wires, you've got your 4 coloured wires, obviously your north, start, finish, etc., and the ground. The 4 holes here, this block is for our toggle switch. Our neck pickup is going into this block of 5 here, and our jack socket is going into this block of 3. You obviously only need 2 for the jack, but one of them is an extra ground, which I will explain shortly. So we'll start off with the jack socket. The jack comes with the kit. It's got black and yellow twisted wires. So the black is the ground, yellow is the hot or live signal. So all you need to do really is cut it to length if you need to. Push the cloth back, feed the wires through. So our ground is going into hole number 10, which is the one that's just off camera a little bit. It's the one right on the end. So we're just going to squeeze it into the hole and use our pokey just to force it in and release, and that stays in place. And the signal wire, which is the yellow one, is going in the one right next to it, which is hole 11 on your instructions. Same again, we're just going to push the wire in and release the clip. That's our jack socket done. I'm also going to, while I'm here, I'm going to do the main ground. So your guitar, assuming you're not building it from scratch, will have a main ground from the bridge, string ground, tremolo ground, the main ground anyway. And I'm going to put this in hole number 17, which is all the way at the end here. It's this one right here. So same again, just gonna put it into the hole and push the clip down. Moving on to the switch, our switch is going into this bank of 4 right here. Now if you're using our switch, black is the signal to the jack, white is the bridge output, red is the neck volume output, and yellow is our ground. We're just going to put these in. I'll zoom out a teeny bit, not blur the focus. So our ground wire is going in the one right at the end. It's on our instructions. It's labelled as number 9, like that. Next to it, number 8, so it's the hole directly next to it, is our neck output. So for our colour coding, that's the red. So pop that one in there. Next to that one, so number 7 on your instructions, is the main output to the jack socket, which for us is the black. Like so. And finally, hole number 6 is the bridge controls or bridge volume output, which for us is the white. Now we'll move on to the humbuckers. This kit is only compatible with 4-conductor humbuckers. So your 4-conductor humbuckers will have 4 separate coloured wires here, the lead wires. So you've got your black, red, white, green, and your ground. Our pickups are going into the final banks here. Neck up here, bridge down here. The humbuckers I'm using are Monty's guitars. They're based in Cheltenham in the UK. Wonderful, wonderful pickups. But thankfully, for the purpose of this video, they use the exact same color coding as Seymour Duncan. So what you need to do is identify the north start, north finish, south finish, and south start wires. Now, if you're not sure what they are, you just need to know what pickup you've got. You can go on Google and type in humbucker color codes, and you'll see a few various charts telling you what wire is what. The manufacturer will always state on their website, so just always double check with them. And what we're going to do is we're going to start putting these in place. So we'll start with the neck humbucker. So for the neck, like I say, it's going up here. I'm actually going to put the ground wire in this last empty position here on the jack socket terminal block, because our main ground from the bridge is in this one here, because it's a lot closer to the wire. So that's why that's that way. So we'll start with the neck. I'm going to put the neck north start, which for Seymour Duncan is black, in the one directly next to it. It's number 16. This hole here is number 16 on the instructions. So same again, we're just going to gently lock it into place. Like so. Our north finish is the white wire, and that's going directly next to it. Next we're doing a south start, which is the green for Seymour Duncan. It's going in hole number 14. And finally our south finish goes into the last one, obviously. Okay, and then we're going to put our ground wire, pickup ground, in this hole here right next to the jack socket. Like so, and then we'll move on to the bridge pickup. So for the bridge pickup, exactly the same. I've only put it in just to not make it so tedious for everyone watching. So your north star to the black is going in this one, and you follow the diagram accordingly. So you have a wire in each hole, just like that. There you go. That's how you install our solderless Jimmy Page harness. Next, we're just going to do a very quick, very basic screwdriver test. With this kit, with all the push-pulls in the down position, it's just normal Les Paul, neck, middle, bridge. The positions we all know and are familiar with. So this should be both coils on the humbucker. It's all working nicely. We'll just test the tone control while we're here as well. So that's working nicely. We'll put the switch into the middle position. Again, this will be both of our pickups, both humbuckers, all 4 coils working normally as they should. And in the treble or bridge position, again, this will just be the bridge humbucker. So we'll just very gently tap the pole pieces. And the tone control is working fine as well. The best way to work out if you've got this kit installed properly is put the switch into the treble position, so bridge humbucker only. We'll test the coil split, which is your bridge volume, so we'll split that one. So if you've done that, if you've installed it correctly, the slug coil will be active and the screw coil will be sent to ground. Conversely, if you pull up the bridge tone whilst this one is already up, it splits, it does a reverse split, so to speak. So the slug coil goes to ground and the screw is active. That's the quickest way. Or you can do the same in the neck position. The coil split keeps the screw coil active and sends the slug to ground. There you go. That is how to install our solderless Jimmy Page wiring harness. In the next video, we'll actually go ahead and do a demo for you all. Any questions or comments, don't hesitate to get in touch or ask, and we'll see you real soon in the next video.